There's a new Marvel rumor about Kang the Conqueror that is absolutely blowing my mind. And there have been a lot of rumors about Kang lately, but I'm telling you, this one changes everything. This one is really gonna get you to be like, what? Okay. So the rumor is that Kang will eventually be revealed to be the author of the Darkhold.
What the hell is even that?
Now, I know that seems pretty crazy, but it could actually make a lot of sense. And also, it could help us to make sense of how magic, Doctor Strange, the Scarlet Witch, America Chavez, and other things from phases 4, 5, and 6 will all tie together for Secret Wars. So smash a gosh dang like on this video and buckle up because we've got some serious nerd-venging to do. First up, we're going to go over the details of where this rumor is coming from and why I believe it. Then we'll talk about how this ties into some other recent rumors about Doctor Strange 3 being streamlined before Avengers Secret Wars. And finally, we'll try to tie it all together with some juicy, nerdy speculation and explain why this is all going to make perfect sense by the time we get to Avengers Secret Wars. Okay, so first up, this is a rumor coming from Alex Perez over at the Cosmic Circus. He says he's hearing this from a very reliable source, but he's saying it's just a rumor for now. And if you read into the article, the reason he's claiming it just to be a rumor is because it's so early in the development of this idea that it could change, develop over time, or be something completely different by the time we actually get to Avengers Secret Wars. But I've been following Alex in a lot of his articles very closely over the last 6 to 9 months, and this dude is Johnny on the spot, very good with the scoops and the rumors and reports that he's been giving out. I think he has incredible sources, and so I strongly believe that this is actually the plan for Marvel Studios. But now let's dig into the actual article and try to get a sense for how this is all going to come into play. And so he says, what I heard, according to my source, is that there is a plan to eventually reveal Kang, or rather one of his variants, as the author of the Darkhold. Making Kang, or one of his variants, the author of the Darkhold would be a fascinating way to draw into the supernatural corner of the MCU to the larger multiversal story playing out this saga. This wouldn't necessarily mean that Chthon is a variant of Kang. After all, we know that eons ago, the first demon carved his dark magic into Wundagore Mountain, later transcribed into the Darkhold. But using context clues, this means that Chthon and the MCU Darkhold author are more likely two different people, and if it were done eons ago, then a particular time travel would have the ability to write down these spells and look into a way to adapt them for the multiversal conquering. Looking back at the previous projects in which the Darkhold has appeared, it would make sense to have this book have a deeper connection to the multiverse. Additionally, when disclosing the contents of the Darkhold, several spells were showcased during the projects it appeared in, many of which had connections with the multiverse, such as dreamwalking and multiversal projection. While we're on the topic of the contents of the Darkhold, remember the Scarlet Witch prophecy from the Darkhold? You know, the one that claimed it was her destiny to destroy the world and prophesied to either rule or annihilate the cosmos, even the multiverse? I can guarantee you that Kang would undoubtedly be interested in an individual like that. And considering that Kang knows all and can rewrite existence as he chooses, it's very likely that Kang, he who remains, or whatever variant of him, knew about this prophecy. It's certainly plausible that he not only knew about the Scarlet Witch, but that he used his time travel abilities to transcribe this prophecy. And now you might be saying to yourself, his prophecy didn't happen. Wanda destroyed Wundagore Mountain and eliminated every Darkhold across the multiverse, potentially even herself in the process. And you are right and correct to say that, because that may be what Kang wanted all along. If Kang's primary purpose was to conquer the multiverse and be its sole ruler, wouldn't you think he'd take preventative steps to ensure no one got in his way, especially if that someone is allegedly destined to rule the multiverse. Now, interestingly, the Cosmic Circus has also recently put out reports that they are hearing that Doctor Strange 3 is being streamlined to come out before Avengers, Kang Dynasty, and Avengers Secret Wars. And you're also going to get a show that focuses on Wong and America Chavez. And for now, that show is called Strange Academy, and Strange Academy is said to have massive ties to the multiversal saga. And in the article on the Cosmic Circus, there's a note from Alex Perez on the series. It says right here, before we dive into who may appear in this new series, our own Alex Perez has something he asked me to share. These are things that he's heard from his sources about the series as a whole and its place in the wider MCU. Strange Academy is meant to be one of the most important tie-in stories leading in to the Kang Dynasty, as it will also tie into multiple aspects of the MCU aside from the supernatural. So you've got Strange Academy, Doctor Strange 3 being streamlined, and then the Darkhold itself possibly being linked to Kang or a Kang variant. But there's another project here that I think could play a massive role in what Feige's actually pulling together, and it actually would be Agatha, Coven of Chaos. Chaos magic seemingly comes from the Darkhold, or it comes from Chthon. And one of the biggest established rumors about Agatha Coven of Chaos is that Billy Kaplan, aka Wiccan, aka the Demiurge, will be a big part of that show. And they're going to adapt aspects of the Children's Crusade in Agatha Coven of Chaos. And to be honest with you, when I first heard about this stuff, I was like, what aspects could they possibly adapt from Children's Crusade? There's no Magneto or X-Men in the MCU currently. You don't have Doctor Doom, and the idea of Wanda and Doctor Doom tapping in to the heart of the universe, or the life force power of the universe to bring people back to life, that wouldn't make sense. You don't have a version of Nathaniel Richards that's actually Iron Lad to swoop in and do some more wonky time stuff. So I don't know how they could actually adapt any aspects of the Children's Crusade. I think that could be why Marvel has decided to delay this project so much, as now they want to inject some of this Kang, timeline, friggin' Darkhold, and Billy Kaplan type stuff. And I do think that Billy Kaplan himself will likely play a very, very important role in what's going to be heading into Secret Wars. I've had a theory for a long, long time that the reality warping magic or sorcery that the Scarlet Witch is able to use is actually much closer to cosmic level reality warping power that something like the Beyonder would actually have. And I think that magic and technology at the highest level are actually operating by the same principles. And this is why the Celestials are able to create Eternals that have physical powers, but they're also able to create an Eternal in Cersei that can actually use magic. Because I think what they're going to do is establish that the building blocks of the Marvel multiverse are all made of the same things and the same kind of energy. The energy likely from the Beyondverse is the energy that weaves all of existence together. And if you think about it, all the way back in Doctor Strange 1, this is kind of established, as the Ancient One has explained to Stephen that they draw upon energies from other dimensions and they're able to manifest that into magic. And I think maybe the core source of all magic in the Marvel multiverse comes from the Beyondverse. And I think that the Demiurge might play a role in how that all comes to pass within the Marvel multiverse. As from Marvel Comics, the Demiurge has the ability to change how magic works in all of the multiverse. And I also think that if Kang went back in time and sort of rewrote what was actually in the Darkhold book, it's totally possible that he created the whole chapter about the Scarlet Witch. And he did this so that in every universe where the Darkhold was discovered, people would try to find and stop the Scarlet Witch. In a deleted story thread for the Multiverse of Madness movie, there was initially an idea where the Illuminati would understand or discover the prophecy of the Scarlet Witch. And upon realizing how dangerous she was, they would agree to lobotomize her, and her own father Magneto would say that this was the right thing to do. And then Professor Xavier would psychically lobotomize Wanda, preventing her from being able to fulfill the prophecy and become the Scarlet Witch. And that could be happening in countless other universes as well. It could be a part of Kang's master plan to prevent a person like Wanda from gaining the power that she ultimately could, which would pose a threat to his ability to conquer the multiverse. It is also possible that he put in some of the spells and ideas into the Darkhold to try to actually create the incursions, to create effects that would be wiping out other universes that again could threaten his control of the entire Marvel multiverse. And I think at a very base level, this will actually be explained as Kang sort of forcing or coercing Wanda into doing all of the crazy evil stuff that she does in Multiverse of Madness. Ultimately, this would leave Wanda very angry at this version of Kang and feel like she needs to take him out to make up for the bad deeds that she has done, but also just because she has a personal vendetta because he turned her into a crazy monster. And then there's the America Chavez character, who's something of an anomaly within the multiverse, with only one of her existing in all the multiverse. And it's also interesting that in Marvel Comics, her parents were destroyed fighting against the Demiurge. And so this magical connection to the cosmic and multiversal ideas that they want to explore in the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars are likely the reason that you're going to get something like this Darkhold twist, something like the Strange Academy show, which would then lead into Doctor Strange 3, which will lead into the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. I think it's actually really, really freaking cool and kind of a good idea to make Kang the actual author of the Darkhold, and I can't wait to see where all of this goes as we get to Secret Wars. But let me know what you think about this crazy rumor. Let me know what theories you have about Secret Wars, the Beyonders, Celestials, magic in the MCU. If you like this video, smash a like on it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and our streaming channel. We give away dope, nerdy things each and every month. If you want to watch more, why not check out this video I recently did talking all about how the future of the X-Men in the MCU is going to be cosmic.